Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. We're going live. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Don't know if I should blur my background or just leave it. I'm gonna blur it a little bit. Alright, let's go straight to the charts before we miss. Alright, 6:30 just opened. And we just went straight down. These are levels from yesterday. I didn't do no cleanup. My fault, but let's clean up right now. That was 2, 3, 26. So that's done. Good. So now we have a clean slate right there. So we haven't missed a lot. We haven't missed anything actually. Trying to find a zone real quick just from the 15-minute time frame. Also, how have you been? How's your day? How's your night? I've been Gucci. I've been good. I've been good. Good. All right, just starting my. Okay, let's go to the 30-minute real quick. I'm trying to find my zones here, and I think I found one already. I like this here. That looks good. That looks very good. Let's see if that can do anything for us today. The intention looks like it's to go down. So found that on the 30-minute. Let's write that down. So this candle closes in the next 22 minutes. This looks like the same scenario as yesterday. Hold up. Let's go to the let's go to the 15-minute here. Look at that 1 hour. If this 1 hour candle closes below this zone, I'm gonna be interested in taking that because I already see that we took those Asia high right there. Once we confirm that closure right there, then that can be good. Otherwise, this could just be, you know, what they call it, something run, a liquidity run right there, where we go take these lows. Now, these are too clean. This is yesterday's lows right there during New York. Those are good lows, right? And then we do have these ones too. So which ones will they be running? Those look good as well. So on this side of the range and on that side of the range, and in the middle we do have that buy side right there, which looks good. So where will we be going? Ooh, these are equal lows here. So what we're gonna do is we do have the sell side right there. That is some sell side liquidity. That is already taken. So we'll see how this goes. So we are currently inside of this range. I could do that too. Right there. I do believe if we go to the daily, then one of those levels here, previous day high. No, that's an old daily high right there. I'm gonna have it as a buy side liquidity, or we can just do old daily high because it's, where is it? Because that's not how. Okay, just gonna let it look like dirt. Wow, we are going to the other side. So let's look at the 30-minute. So that seems to be the zone. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna draw another one, then have this one pending right there. There we go. So if we close above that, then that is a confirmed area. And it's 15-minute sharing. So this is inside the big one here. So this is what we go with, which could be too much to be asking for. But that's kind of how we play this game. If there's a bigger brother, that's what we go with. So pretty much those 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are inside these 2 bullish candles here. So we'll see how this goes. I think I'm more comfortable. Let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of that sell side. Just have this as previous day low. I do have that previous day high right there. I'm trying to see, do I need that buy side stuff? I mean, that's a high right there, so yeah, you can keep it. And then this range, I want to see the half of it. I wonder if this stuff keeps me from taking trades. Previous day Q. Gucci. Okay. I just like to see excuse me, everything looks like, you know, with correspondence, if I may say that, with the previous daily range. Let me pull up gold real quick. So let's see if we get a better setup on that side. Honestly, yesterday, if I just stuck with gold, it would have been a winner, because it was just one-sided the whole session. Not a fan of that though. I am not a fan of that at all, because it's easy to get married to the idea and you start thinking that happens every day. All right, so there's gold right there. Inside a very huge range right there. This is yesterday, I'm sure. Not comfortable with this price action. Ooh, yeah, but no trade here. Okay, let's go real quick. Okay, we are making some moves here. I like this. So Looking at the 1 hour, there's really no range. So let's stick on the 30-minute, and we might be having something here. So let's see how this closes in the next 14 minutes. Now we do have, this is tricky because this is also a range here, honestly, on the 15 minutes, but it's inside the big guy here. So if I decide to use this, that will be FOMO, right? That would be fear of missing out for me, because, but then again, it can, before this 30-minute ends, this can easily retrace back to that 15-minute range over there, touch it, and just vamoose, I mean, go away. So we are going to be no FOMO. So if it does that and it goes away, bon voyage. So I think it will be safe for me to just wait. Oh, shift, space goes to the next, whatever, then shift, space goes back, space, go, space, shift, space goes back. So 13 more minutes before I consider taking a trade. So let's go to gold. Let's see how gold looks like. Let's go to the, oh, this is the daily. Okay, that's too far-fetched, my guy. So gold has taken the previous day high and its previous day low too. There's this gap here. I'm thinking it's gonna want to fill it, but we've already had, nice, wow, that was nice. That was a good move to the downside. That's the previous day high. I need to reduce some of these things. I don't use them. Okay. Previous day high. Just taking out that previous day low as well. Previous day low. And then we have this gap here that you could, I think, divide it into good. So that's not saved now. Need that 0.5 level in there. There we go. Now I kind of like this because they're less clumsy, but now I think that's gonna be an issue. The other headphones are clumsy but very comfortable. These ones, I think they look better, but it's going to be a problem. The mic can go down a little bit. It's okay, as long as it doesn't hide my face. There we go. Okay, 15. Oh, okay, I like this. Keep going up. So we got 11 more minutes before I even think of taking a trade here, unless we close above. Actually, these 3 candles are inside this. Yeah, so that will be the zone to consider. Now, what do you think is gonna happen, man? I don't know. We've taken that sell side, we've taken buy side as well. I think before we come down here, maybe they'll want to run that high, and possibly that one too. We'll see how that goes. We are inside yesterday's range, currently in the discount phase zone premium with regards to the yesterday's range, so good place to sell. That's a concept that I tried using the 4 hour, but I retired it because I feel like I was right with my analysis, only that the point that I wanted to sell, price would just take my stop loss, because there was still momentum, you know, and then it would just now drop. Because I'm only scalping, so I think what I was doing is I was analyzing charts for for longer trades, right? Meaning my analysis required a bigger stop loss. How will I put this? Make it the verbiage right. Okay, I think this is gonna be textbook here. For gold, use day low. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we took both sides. Okay, we're starting to retrace. 428. Come on. So 8 minutes here. Okay, let's see what gold is doing. Let's go to the 30 minutes. Look at how this down candles. Look at that. This was 7 p.m. yesterday. It's a good reaction right there. So we're bearish here. Bro, I don't know. 1 hour. So we might have a 1 hour zone here. See that series of down candles? Right there. So that could be an area to go short. And we just touched it. And then we have this trend line here looking good. So can I take this trade going when we close down here? I don't know. Wow. Seven minutes to this candle closure. Gold, the reason I would be skeptical with going short though is we've already seen a very significant move to the downside. And if this was like a buy side, then this was the sell side. Buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve. So that's completed that that cycle over there. So would we still want to go lower? I would skip this, honestly. I don't know. 60, I'm gonna do this, bears. Looks good though. Just think it's tired. And we kind of have a fresh zone here too. Yeah. What should we do? What should we do? Should we take this short? Or wait for this guy? Gold. This is a good setup, but the fact that we've gone down this much, are we likely to go down again? Or will I get smoked here? Okay, a setup is a setup, so I think I'm gonna take it. You'll get smoked, too bad. No, actually we're good. Cause okay, let me not confuse myself. So that blue, that 16 has to cross below the purple one, which is 50, and then everything has to line up, and then I see a retest for me to go down with the momentum. Okay, so that made me feel a little bit relaxed, because that feels a little bit premature to go in. So this closes in the next 4 minutes, and seems like we're not gonna be confirming that zone. Now I don't like this, that we have a wick to the downside and a wick to the upside as well, from the upside and from the downside. So this is confusing. And this zone is not yet confirmed. I need to see a candle closure above that zone right there. So for now, I'm gonna, explicitly just show these zones, and then later we're going to start acting so we can sell courses. So pretty much you'll be something like that. So I'm gonna be like, once we close above that zone, now we look for buys, so I can stay implicit. But for now, I'm gonna be right on your face. It's free until it's not. All the tools you need in one place. I didn't even check for news today. So 6 p.m. Trump had some speaking. We got no news tomorrow. No news day tomorrow. Did we have any news yesterday? So on these news days, market tends to be one-sided. Market tends to be one-sided, although slow but stable. So we'll see if we can take advantage of that. So what is gold doing? Kind of slow down here. What happened at 6? Nothing. So is this market like Mr. Trump ready, or because the first administration, the news were crazy every time he would speak? Maybe the market is like, okay, find a way to absorb. We gotta find a way to absorb. Not seeing nothing. I feel we might have something with gold here. Trading off of that 60-minute zone. Clearly see it. You can clearly see it on the 1 hour. The series of those last down candles was shot up, and the 5 to 6 a.m. candle just closed below that zone. So did act as support right there. Did try to act like support but failed. Just gave in. So can that be like a jump board too? Can we now dive from that area? We'll see how that goes. We'll see how this goes. Low, lower low, higher low. That's a breaker right there. 5-minute time frame. Whoa. So trying to go long here on a higher time frame resistance area. Tricky. I feel like this is one of the things that maybe I kind of missed. But not to say that that's not gonna work and keep going up. Especially after taking that previous day low. I just think that that point right there is kind of giving me the vibes we want to go lower. So if we do respect that, then let me guess that we might want to get down here. We'll see. And out of curiosity, that would be a very big drop. Maybe someday. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we're now going down. So that zone has failed completely. Must still have it pending right there. So now pretty much we got two zones that I want to see us close above, either right here or so it's gonna be for now sell below that line and buy is above that line right there. Until then we stay put, unless maybe move to the 5th, but even the 15 seconds still requires some moves. This 15, how about the 1 second? Oh Lord, just kidding. So 30-minute closure below here and 30-minute closure above there. Until then we're gonna be stuck in this range. I mean, we're gonna wait until we are out of this range. I'm gonna take a small break here. There's really nothing going on. Okay, we might get something on gold here, so let me just wait a little bit longer. So if we took yesterday's setup on gold, that's pretty much how it would have looked like. So a long wait. So that would have been the entry, and then we just played around. That would have been a little bit of a scare right there, and then it just proceeded to go back, and then slowly. I'm not a fan of such trades, honestly. I am not a fan of such trades. But would have been a winner. um so that's a 5-minute breaker paired with a fair value gap, so looks legit. Maybe to those highs right there. That'll be a quick scalp, but I don't trade that no more. Used to though. I used to trade everything, so that would be a quick 1.65 probably. Maybe break even. Let's see if we can squeeze in a little bit more. Okay, I don't know if I lost my sound here. Oh, okay, it's just me. It's my ears here. So trying to, you know, double dibble between these two, between gold and MNQ, just to see who's gonna set up a better setup. And I'm thinking that I could get a quick break here. Now, if you look at this zone, the 15-minute closed, right? At 6:30. Okay, let me just make sure we're MNQ. Yep. Confirming this up candle here. So this, the crosshairs here, whatever the called the crosshair, it's on, but for some reason yeah. Anyways, I was saying that 15-minute zone confirmed right there. So that was 6:30 to 6:45, which was right there. So need to see a retracement back to this area, price to hold, and then for us to keep going up. So pretty much we could be hunting for a setup here. There seems to be forming. The EMAs are looking good. So once what is this? Once the 5 closes above that blue, which is the 16, that should be an entry. The thing is though, I prefer to wait for a 30-minute candle closure above that zone, and then for retest, and then when everything aligns, then I can enter. I could be late to the party, but I feel like that's gonna be more cleaner for me, especially after seeing this rejection from the upside and also a rejection from the downside. So it's kind of like a huge big doji, if I could call it a doji. But that right there, at the closure of that candle, should be my entry. My stop loss below these lows here. I'm gonna do it virtually. I'm not gonna enter though, and go for 1:2 probably. But those highs right there. So I like it when my 1:2 is below like an area where I think price is gonna go to. And if let's say my 1:2 would have been right there, if we get to that zone, then I have to break even at least. Although also, I mean, break even factor just depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. If I get a little bit scared, that I do break even. Scared, that's not the word. The word is concerned. Yeah, there we go. So I have to wait for the next 18 minutes. The danger is this candle can just shoot up. We might not see a closure nearby for a retest. It can just shoot up because this right here could be enough. And I think this is me trying to relate with a past trade which happened yesterday. There was a 15-minute zone inside a 30-minute zone. If I waited for the 30-minute, I would have, the setup would have been more clean. The thing is, let's just wait for the bigger guy here. So I found a way to see the progress, whatever amount we make in a day. I wish I could show you. So that's the app right there. I don't know if you can see. So you just press on that blue button on the left there, and it will show you like how much you made. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah. So you're gonna be see that there. I don't know if it's safe showing that username, but that changes all the time, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't have this account forever. 5 payouts and account is closed. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Excuse me. I think it's good if I wait for that 30-minute closure. That 30-minute candle to close, and then it will let us know, hey, you know, what we're likely to do. And gold here is currently going back up. Is that where we saw that 5 minute? Yeah, trying to fight its way up. Okay, let's keep being patient here. I'm gonna take a small break. Let me make sure that right back. So what would it be? Window capture. Okay, the 5 minute setup not doing so much. Seems to be going up though. Okay. So none of these boys is doing anything for me. So that's the bearish. Let me see. Let me just do something before I take my small break. I need like a bullish zone. This is an area where I think I'm gonna offer some support and resistance right there. Just gonna say support, SNR, support and resistance. So in terms of bearishness, how do we do this? In terms of bullish, I'm not seeing a very clear zone. Could be one of these last up candle. So it's pretty much this high here. Yeah, gold is not clear for me today. Maybe bet on some highs once we close above that zone. Maybe that up candle before we shut down. So if we close above it, also noting that we do have that fair value gap there, unless we want to close through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from gold today. It's not looking so clear to me. So let's see if we got something here. Again, just stick to the plan that we got right here. Sells below here and buys above there. Sells below. Buys above. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, we are in a range here. And we'll see how that goes. So let me put an alert here, just in case. And another one here. Okay, I got 10 minutes. Don't want to rush nothing here. I think that will be going off. I still have to wait for what, 10 minutes before I can consider taking a trade. So I'll be right back. Let me go get something to drink. Boys is hungry here. All right, see you in maybe 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes max. I'll be back. right, mic check 1 2, and we back live. Now this is exactly what I was kind of afraid, right? What is gold doing? Nothing. Now I failed to take that 15-minute setup, which was pretty much ready before that 30 minutes. But you know what? No worries here. Actually, no. We did close above. So this is a retest and shooting up, right? Excuse me. So pretty much everything is ready right there. And so my setup would have been something like this right here. 7. What time did that close? 6:30 to 7, right? And then the retest 7. So on its way up is where we could be looking for a setup. So pretty much right there. So that kind of closure right there. Oh boy. So we will be kind of 1.7 somewhere right there. But I did want a 30-minute candle closure, and then for a retest of that area, and then for us to keep going up. So pretty much that was me relating today's trade with another day's trade, but there's nothing wrong with that. This will happen, missed trades, and it's all good. So that was quite a move right there. So let's see today. So retracement back without them taking that bar side, that high right there, or the previous day high, which we haven't taken the previous day high. No. So a retracement back, that would mean though a big week. Not really. So let's see if they can retrace. Maybe we can get another entry. Otherwise we've missed a trade there. It's all good. It's all good. This was 719. Wow, that was nice. So now in yesterday's notes, this was kind of tricky though, because that 30-minute zone is still the same as the 15-minute, right? It's kind of the same. So I should have taken that trade honestly, because the 15-minute candle closed above. That should be enough. The thing is though, look at that rejection to the downside. Nah, I'm good. It's okay. Let it go without me. I think I was ready for that. I did say if it goes, let it go. I'm gonna shout out this channel right here. I've been using music from his channel to stream, and as you can see, it's no copyright. And in my back end too, it says no copyright, so it just does this thing for free. So shout out Deep Instrumental. He does take donations, so voluntary donations. So we're gonna have to contribute to this project as well, right? Yeah, shout out to Deep Instrumental. If we can just retrace back, that'll be nice. Because I feel like, I think we've now established that we want to go higher. So if we look at the daily range, we're more likely to take that previous day high, before taking the previous day low. And probably maybe get to that half point right there. Man, if these guys can just retrace, man, that would be nice. That would be really nice. So I'm looking for something like this. With this 15-minute candle, or let's do the 30-minute one. That high to that low. If they can just come back here and then show an intention to go up, I'm gonna take that trade. I hope they do that. Now, if I was in this trade, I would not like to see that. Oh, funny Funny. If I took that trade, let's say from here, I would not like to see that retracement. Nope, I would like them to go and finish. But now that I'm not in the trade, please, can you retrace to half of this zone? And I think I'm gonna show it premium discount and then make it super small. Gold is golden. Now I'm gonna do this. Let me put this down here. I'm gonna take this trade, but it's gonna be a small scalp, or it's gonna be pretty much trying to get to these highs here. These equal highs, they look good right there. So it's gonna be a trade from this point here. See if we can get that continuation to the upside, but it'll depend on the 1 minute formation too, if there's gonna be an entry the 1 minute here. And we can see if we can get some points over there. So let's see. I'm gonna put an alert right there, so I don't have to bother looking unless we go back there. And then I'll put an alert here in case we do come down, so I don't have to come back to look at gold unless those alarms go off. All right, missed trade here. Not really missed, but I would have expected that mini candle closure retest for us to go up. I wonder if so maybe moving forward I need to stop being, I need to stop being too much concerned with the wicks. Anyway, we still getting data on these things, because what happened is I've taken a loss trying to trade try to take a long after the previous candle had such a huge wick over here, but I've now seen 2 trades that just worked regardless. So always something. Always something. 750. 750. Oh, we. Those zones are pretty much the same. It was pretty much the same. Oh, but that rejection had me thinking twice. On the 15-minute though, it's a close above. So what happened is we, on this candle, shot up and then came down and tried again. This was fully bearish and then it closed right there. And then this next candle now decides, hey, we're gonna shoot up. The 1 minute, that trendline break, that looks bullish. EMA is just lined up nicely, so yeah, we did miss a trade over there, but then I was requiring 30-minute candle closure. Let me do this so when I journal I know. So next time if I take this trade based on the 15-minute, if it looks like this and if it fails, I'll be fine. I want 0 mistakes, y'all. 0. So the difference was the same. Okay. Those rejections though. You might want to give me a chance to get in. So let's see. I hope it comes all the way down. So I get a good entry. Otherwise, this is gonna be a huge. So that's okay. We can do one contract. It's gonna look like that. 83, yeah. It'll give us one contract. Stop loss will be right there. 178, that's fine. So 1:2 will be too far. $125. So anything less than 200 and no, anything less than 60 points, then we can do two whatever, two contracts for now, which is still a huge loss though. I think I'll go lower. 200. So anything less than 50 points, then we can do two contracts. Anything above, sorry, one contract. Okay, now this is looking okay. I do have a trend line here, so if we close above that, I'll be ready to take one contract. And my stop loss down here. Now I don't know if we'll make it to 1:2. I don't know. I'd like us to go a little lower, but the EMAs, I need them to stay lined up so we can get smaller whatever. Forgot to record this stream, bro. Maybe I could start recording right now. Yep. It's never too late unless you're late. Unless you don't show up. I don't have any feedback today. Feedback today. we have like a little bitty fair value gap right here. When you will touch it, we don't have to. How do I do this? So that could be like a small bounce spot over there. I forgot to say honestly. Honestly. So I'm getting ready to take this trade. Once that 5 crosses the blue EMA, I'm good. We still have to do one contract because I can only do 2 if the stop loss is 50 points and below. Okay. So we touched 50, that's good. One more thing. All right. Ready to rumble, but that candle has to close. Oh, it's gone. It's too far, bro. It's too far. 70 points. 40, it's not bad, but it's still going. Relax. Now this is one of the disadvantages of waiting for those EMAs to close. I think that's too far. That's too far. But that right there should be my entry. So let's see if we can get a retracement lower. You know what? I mean, sell stop. So what time is it? It's 8:03. At the beginning of the hour. I don't know about that. Anyway, it is what it is. I think it's not bad. We've taken a bigger stop loss than that before, and it worked out okay. So let's see. So we are now submitted to that trade. Stop loss right there, 80 point stop loss. Let's see if we can get that 160 point move. That's gonna be a sell limit right there. Let's see how that goes. So how much are we looking for here? So we are looking to lose 160 plus probably the $160 to make 320, right? If we do get there. 320 minus fees and commission, or 160 plus fees and commission. Unfair. Cost of doing business. Now, are we likely to get up there? Why not? All right, so we submitted now. Let's see how this goes. And there. I'm not gonna beat about this setup here. It is what it was. Yep. We did have a fair value gap. I hope it holds right there. Now, in case sales stop and buy, okay. In case we lose this, it's gonna look like we are struggling here, but we have to stay put. And we gotta stay focused too, right? Because the fight is not over until it's over. So we still have $1,500 left. Oh, so if we lose today, we're losing 162, 163 maybe. So we're still in there, right? It's not over until it's over. So most of the time, this is where, you know, you kind of get frustrated, and then now you start taking big sizes because you want to get it over with. And I know this is just a challenge, only cost like, it's not only, but it's still some money, but compared to other challenges, this was pretty much inexpensive. It was $99. So you want to get it done real quick. But the thing is, we are building discipline here, right? And also building on the principle of little by little, and it will become much. It will become a lot. It will become substantial. So we're gonna take it slow, man. However, you know, we'll just go with the pace that we're currently, you know, experiencing. What do I say? What do I mean? What am I saying? We're just gonna go, because right now I'm in drawdown, right? We can't do no crazy positions. So as long as we're in drawdown, we're gonna stick with that one, maximum two micros. Then hopefully we do get in profits and we can start taking bigger sizes. But for now, let's just stay in there. We are doing good, doing just fine. This is the third week, right? So we're doing good. I'm sure right now a lot of people would have, you know, I'm done, it's been 3 weeks, let's get it over with, win or lose. But we are disciplined futures traders, so we stay put. Yup. So tough 1 minute fair value gap right there seems to be holding price. I'm gonna start the journaling right now since I'm here. This is the latest ever since I started this challenge. This is the latest I've taken a trade at 8:03. The earliest was 6:34, and the latest prior to the 8:03 was 7:50 a.m. Let me check out gold real quick, what it's doing. Doesn't matter. I can't take it anyway. I'm here now. Ooh. I'm sleepy. Wait, my time is not showing. I wonder why. What happened? That's not good. Stop. What changed? Okay, there we go. I didn't know that was missing. So we've taken that buy side right there. That would be that 15-minute high. Previous day high is right there. I don't know if it will keep going up. But I am asking for quite a bit here, 60 points. So the biggest trade I've taken, not really biggest, because I'm doing 1:2 pretty much, but the most of the 1:2s was the first trade I took, the first trade of this challenge, which was 165 points. And that was a much earlier trade at 7:30, right off of my zone. It was right off of here. So maybe I could be asking for too much here. I will see. Second fair value gap. That reaction. Anyway, those things are not needed. I just, just used to play around with them. So when I see them, I just, But of course, when we out of drawdown and we're really good in profit, then those are areas that where you can consider to add some trades. So add one contract over there and then kind of see the reaction. If we trade away from it, add another contract. I'd be more confident doing that other than adding when we come in. More aggressive and more more pain more rewarding, but mm, 30 points. Man, I'm sleepy here. Need to keep myself busy. Anybody wants to chat? Nobody. Uh-oh. When draw down here. After this, I'm going to take a nap, honestly. I am sleepy.
Hey, it's Pink Pantheress and Zara Larson. Check out.
All right, I got 10 minutes here. This trade seems to want to go up, so you know, okay, gold is kind of right there, so I got 9 more minutes and then I have to end this stream. It's a few minutes to 9. So what's gonna happen is if it keeps persisting and doesn't reverse for the New York PM, then I'll just keep watching it, and probably if we do take the buy side, then I think I'll be fine. Maybe I shouldn't ask for too much on this one. $1.5 is not bad. I'll put an alert when we get to those highs right here. Especially if we get to this daily wick here. I feel like I should go for 1:1 because time is gone now. But then again, okay, I'll have another alert right there. So if we do get here, I'm going to break even. If we get to that previous day week, MQ, which is the half of this thing over here. Yep, I think that's fair enough. All right, so 7 more minutes and we are going to be calling it here. That's a good trade entry right here. And it's actually a cheaper trade, 40 points. So that one I would have taken 2 contracts. Or this could also be the trades that just kind of move one side slowly, but it will still get there. So no news, so nothing to really, not really. I mean, anything could happen. Some news at 12 p.m. My low, whatever. 6 p.m. Mr. Trump will be speaking. I could also close this trade here. And just come again tomorrow, or just leave it alone. Okay, 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And I have to say goodbye. Until tomorrow, same time, 6:30. Came in a little bit late today, just 4 minutes late. Although I don't like trading the first 15 minutes of the open. Yeah. $40. All right, 1 more minute and we up out of here. So trying to see where this could get to, and then just put my okay. So I'm going to adjust the stop loss, the take profit, to this level here. Just above that previous day wick, and I'll leave this trade running. It can do whatever it wants, and I'll be stepping away from my charts, and I'll settle for 1:1.3. I think when we get there we might retrace a little bit, but might also want to keep going up. So I think yep, I'll settle for that. It's outside of my trading time, so it looks just fine. And I need that a lot to be right there. Or I could close this trade and, you know, have another break-even day, because I really don't know what's gonna happen here. It looks promising though. 90 points. Anyway, it's okay even if I lose the amount, it's all good. So going for 1:1 here, and that to me looks fair. Just above that previous day EQ. Let me see. One. That's okay. All right, it's 9. Thank you so much for those who came in. It was fun. Might have missed a good trade here, but I just required a 30-minute closure, and I did mention that, you know, price can just keep going up and not come and touch down. So that's the danger of waiting for too many confirmations. I still do think it was a nice move because of that rejection. I didn't like that rejection so much, because this could have easily opened, went up a little bit, and then tanked down. But seems like we have some upward pressure, so I got a good entry around 8:03 a.m. BST, and since it's now 9 a.m. I think I'll go for 1:1 if it does get up there. So I'm gonna step away from my charts, but I need to also closely monitor, so I'll be looking at the trader on my phone. I'll be looking at the trade on my phone, so in case we hit any of these levels, I need to flatten all positions so all these stops are not left in my chart. Otherwise, I'm out. That was Trader Mawera. Today's boss is right there. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Psalms 27:1. All right, it looks good so far. I don't know, should I leave it running? I think the stream is gonna be so long, so we'll see the results later. I could leave it running too. Maybe give it another hour. But anyway, my streams do end at 9. Plus, I'm tired, bro. Leave it running. Anyway, I'm out, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. PST. So do have a good day. I hope the setup works, honestly. Do have a good day. Do have a good night, depending on where you're watching from. And God be with you all. Trader Mawera, Kevin Bundi with Mawera Capital, and I'm out. Peace.